Hello, fabulous Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of March 2013. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. When I look ahead at this month for you, I'm going to actually remind you of something very familiar before I really talk about the new and exciting and rare stuff that is happening specifically this month. And the reminder to you is what I have been reminding you again and again for the last 9 months or so, which is Jupiter is in your sign. Now, Jupiter excites a lot of astrologers out there. You have no idea what a ruckus can be caused in astrological circles as we talk about Jupiter and how great Jupiter is and the blessings that Jupiter brings. And sometimes those blessings aren't immediately obvious, right? Because sometimes Jupiter does ask us to let go of a situation, but either immediately or very quickly we're actually grateful for the ending. But for the most part, Jupiter tends to bring good things as a planet of expansion and opportunity and inspiration and hope, all that stuff that we feel is the best that humanity expresses. And right now, this month, you've got Jupiter moving full steam ahead in your sign, rushing through your sign, and will leave later this summer, in the early part of the summer. Now, this is very inspiring, of course, in that you have today, you have right now, and we'll talk about how the energy shifts for you later this summer. But what is different for you right now is that you are being asked to tap into that Jupiterian energy. And you're asked to tap into it in a very distinct and notable moment. In the second half of this month, it seems to come about almost as a surprise. There is an energy that's floating around that's going to be speaking to all of us in terms of having sudden realizations. And it's going to be happening in different areas of life for each sign. For you, yes, there is that realization, but what's different is that regardless of what that realization is, right? Regardless of how you choose to deem it or judge it, whether it involves other people, it's a possibility, it might involve some people, it might involve friendships. I think much more likely is that it is going to involve an understanding of what you've been aiming for and a desire to manifest a hope, a dream, a wish, and just a reality check on that. If you're really going for what it is that you think that is really in line with what it is that you've been created to do and where it is that you are at your absolute best, or is it something that you just sort of took along just for the ride? So you've got that there. But what I really like and what I think is most important about this month is what you do with it once you have that insight. It isn't that you're just sort of shocked, right? It isn't just that you're surprised and all of a sudden events transpire really, really fast to show you something about what it is that you've wished for and where it is that it's really not worthy of you and it really actually bores you on a certain level. But that you are invigorated as a result. You are making a very significant change in the second half of this month. And as you get that insight, what I am seeing is that you are positively energized and also really determined. I mean, notably determined. You're asking yourself, how it is that you can utilize developments and insights to your advantage. I would just advise you be careful not to try to keep things, too private. What I am seeing is this desire to manipulate or a desire to sort of not necessarily private, but secretive, and it might not necessarily work to your advantage. So you do want to watch that and try not to do anything that might be questionable to you, mostly that might not feel totally comfortable to you. But if you can see the factors there that are inviting you to actually engage with that energy, right? Engage with that manipulative energy and how tempting it is. On the one hand, it can teach you a lot of compassion, because as it is said often and in many, many circles and in many, many cultures in many, many ways, there is a bit of good in the worst of us and there is a bit of bad in the best of us. And so you do get a little glimpse of that, but how much you decide to indulge it and also how long you decide to actually entertain that glimpse is really up to you, because it can literally be just a glimpse as you see, okay, yeah, I really wish I could do this, but it doesn't feel right. And something in you knows that going that route, going the secretive route, is not going to be right for you. And I'm here to affirm that at this time, while there are times to be secretive and there are times to be private, this is not one of them, to be really honest. This is a time for you to be making a much more bold statement, to really be putting yourself out there and to be getting clear, like almost obviously clear about your ideals, and that you are willing to work on behalf of your ideals. There's a tremendous amount of support available to you. In some cases, you may have to ask for it. In some cases, it may come about as surprise. But really, the most important moves you're going to make, the most important progress you're going to make is going to be self-initiated. Trust your inspiration and take action. Along the way, you're going to find out that you're a lot more talented than you gave yourself credit for, and that other people are there to recognize that talent. You are going to find that there are a lot of people out there who want to support you, who recognize talent within you. But it is going to be you that needs to actually take the steps so that those talents end up being revealed, so that you are demonstrating them. I don't think that you will immediately have that understanding about just what it is that you are good at, and it might take other people to sort of acknowledge it and appreciate it and help you to appreciate it. But as you demonstrate great skill, as you bring forward the best that Jupiter is blessing you with now, you are going to find yourself behaving in ways that inspire those around you, but most importantly, they inspire you. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.